We had a really warm spring day that has been literally stunning. And I have been enjoying all day today. Today's my day off. Really interesting. As soon as I hit the live button and looked up, it was literally 1919 with 19% on my phone. That's triple 19s. I wanted to get on a little and share about some downloaded information I've been receiving from my star being helpers, the Zetas. I have a group collective of Zetas that I'm working with, or rather, they like to tell me the whole collective since they are a group mind. Um, and today we were talking about Earth. We were talking about the 2020s, the point of the 2020s, why like it's such a wondrous time to be alive. Spirit loves to talk about what a wondrous time it is to be alive. And a part of me always thought that was just because spirit is not embodied and it's so joyful because there's, no pain, no suffering. But as I have gone on my spiritual journey and I have learned that pain and suffering are our teachers, I've learned to find more peace in it all, which is so, in my mind, counterintuitive. uh But anyways, I wanted to talk about we are talking about life in our solar system and how Earth right now is the only in this timeline or this time space reality, the only planet that is able to sustain life. Now, I guess there's all this hubbub about the moon and was there life on the moon? Are there colonies on the moon? Da 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 da. Yes, there has been. That's a thing. There's also ships back there. There's all kinds of stuff going on. But no, the moon cannot sustain life. Mars does have a colony going on right now with the um a sect of of the government, the US government, along with some other different, I want to say, civilian organizations. Um, I just heard, for those of you wanting to go down a rabbit hole, Alpha Centaurians and Elon Musk. And is it the Pleasant Valley fire that happened in LA? What's up? How's it going? Thank you for sharing the love. How you doing? Something like this, there's a rabbit hole to go down with that if you'd like to, but that was one of the cities in the United States where there was a population of aliens, quote unquote, or star beings. And the fire was a part of them trying to get like taken out, basically. Hello, 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 everyone. How are you? Hi. Thank you for joining me on my live. Welcome. Don't forget to hit the like button, y'all. Share the love, pass it around. Let's talk about some aliens for a little minute. They were talking about, so then also Mars was lit up because right now there's a colony on Mars. And also, Mars cannot sustain life because of the wars that happened there long ago. Like when Atlantis fell, the Altians like went to Mars. Some of them did, but Mars was also a conglomerate, kind of like Earth. But anyways, Mars was destroyed, and so they're in biodomes. And so they were talking about in our solar system, Earth is the only planet that can sustain life and has consciousness on the level that Gaia does. Bye. Have a good night. Enjoy yourself. Thanks for stopping in. Um, and then they said that soul as well, our sun also has consciousness. Now they said that the planets themselves are made of source, but they're more on a two-dimensional level in that sense. But if you will go, I, I'm hearing 7.4 light years out of our solar system. Don't quote me on that. That's just the number I'm hearing. You can look it up. But it's probably within that range. Usually they're pretty precise or close. Um, there is life. There is other life in other solar systems. They're saying that the Alpha Centaurians can be here on our planet because they look so much like us, and that there's nothing to fear here. They've already achieved the level of consciousness that we're looking to go to at this point. They've already achieved integration and unity in a sense that we're looking to create. We're working on right now as we speak. And so there's no need to fear or to be afraid. I mean, this is true about so many of the of the different species. But a lot of conspiracy theories are going to be coming up and coming out. People are going to be highly focused on the planet, the planets, our solar system, space. I guess there's like going to be a whole hubbub around that for a little while. And what Spirit is saying is like, if you will allow yourself to open up to the feelings of the planet, like when you open yourself up to our planet Gaia and you allow Gaia with your curiosity to welcome you, to meet you, you receive feelings, thoughts, experiences. There's a lot of different ways people experience it, right? But by opening your own spirit and your heart, you can allow that energy in, and then you receive so much information. And Spirit saying it's the same thing. If you go to try to do that with the moon, it will be like sharing with the rock. Do that with these different planets. If you feel the need to check the truth, go through the heart. The heart, the subconscious, it knows the truth. How's everybody doing tonight? Absolute cinema. You're so adorable. I think it's so fascinating. This is what always happens before some big breakthrough, right? Hi. How you doing? Is that people will all say, "Oh, that's not real. That's not true. That's not possible." Are you sure? There's a missing link, like, between us and primates on purpose, right? Because we didn't do it. We were evolved. Like, it's okay. I'm doing good. I'm chilling like a villain today. It's a very comfortable day. How are you doing? It's been a busy day. I mean, I guess this is the thing for me is like, I don't need you to believe me. You can believe me. It is 2027 next year. It's true. But full disclosure, Bashar kept talking about how full disclosure is happening in 2027, but it's already been happening for a while. I mean, there's channels like Lissa Royal Holt. She has series on books. She's been working with star beings for a long time, creating communication and having experiences. I mean, yes, has anybody else like checked into the 2027 human design prophecy? Like that really coincides with the shifting into the fourth dimension, but we already did that back in 2022. So that's been done. We're already there. Like that was amazing. It always puts me in awe because the first time I ever like consciously channeled information, I was 8 years old and we were driving in a car and I literally was telling my aunt that we were going to go back to smaller communities and craftsmanship and exchange and like more of the earth connection, smaller community connections. And we'll be leaving like this very modern, very separated, less united way of being and coming into this unity. And my aunt was like, no way, no way. And then in the 2000 teens, when I received about what would be coming with the 2020s, with really from like 2016 until 2033, Spirit gave me these downloads. Hello, darling. Hi. How are you? And so not until a few years ago was like, oh, that's what I was channeling as a little girl. That's what I was understanding and just going along being me. The information just comes to me. It's just the way my brain works. It's amazing. It even amazes me. Like I am the first skeptic. I am the first one to be like, no, no way. I mean, the beautiful thing is I've had about 15 years of initiation through many different processes, learning the ego, the self, how to identify what's mine, what's not mine. Like, one of the greatest lessons I learned in being a psychic is like, if my ego rejects it, that's because it didn't come from it. Like, period. It didn't come from your own ego. So your ego is going to argue it. It's going to question it. But when it's your own ish, oh, it's totally like, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, I honestly don't know much about the Ethiopian time and calendar. I honestly don't know much at all. I would love to hear what it's about or what you have to share about it. I don't think that our Gregorian calendar really works well, honestly. Like, I particularly follow the seasons and the what would be considered pagan, right? Following the cycles of the earth. About 5 years ago, when I had my grand awakening, the I spirit brought that to me and was like, hey, check this out. Also, if you will follow these cycles, you can use the momentum that is naturally occurring to propel yourself forward. And so I just kind of leaned in and kept going. It's really one of the greatest ways I use the earth's magic to manifest my opportunities. Like right now, there was a 6 week window. I don't remember the start date, but I know that it ends May 6th. And there's no planets in retrograde. It's full momentum. You can literally ride the universe's energy or the planet's cycle of energy and just go off. Oh, that's awesome. They're in the year 2018, 2019 because they're 13 months and the time moves with the sun. See, that's following the 13 months. The 13 is the following of the earth cycle. Like, that is actually like way more aligned with the earth, right? Like, following the earth cycle. I think in all of our technology and modernization and ego and separation, like, we lost our connection to the natural rhythms. That's so cool. I mean, the years, like, all time and space is happening at the same time, and I know you're referring to linear time, and I totally get that. But like, our lives have this, or not our lives, but Earth has had so many different populations and civilizations rise and fall that, like, Spirit always talks about before recorded time, like before recorded time existed, or before, what was once recorded time got just. Sorry, guys. I always find myself kind of blown away. Like, when I was little, I always knew aliens were real. I always knew that, like, because I remembered being an alien at different points in time. I don't think I, like, consciously thought of it as that, because when I had my grand awakening and I realized that all that was really happening, I kind of thought to a certain extent that I just had like this really like overactive imagination kind of thing, and I was really good at visualizing things and following emotional threads, because that's one of the ways that my spirit, excuse me, my gifts has evolved, is by following emotional threads. And so I'm just like, oh, it's so interesting that on this side of the awakening, that I'm like, oh, I was totally doing that the whole time. Communicating with all kinds of different beings, going and traveling to all kinds of different places. I just thought I had really great dreams and like a really wonderful imagination. Because nobody else, even though I come from a long line of mediums, like, nobody else was experiencing that in that way. You guys want to talk about anything? I'm just having some fun, having some conversations.